What up, Dokkaners? Now that JP has received their data download, they've received the assets for the upcoming Golden Week celebration, they're done with their maintenance. What is happening on the global side? Why hasn't global been given the data download yet? Why hasn't global gone through maintenance and all of that? The reason is very simple, folks. We were actually given an announcement about this a week ago, and I think a lot of people already forgot, which is normal and it happens sometimes. So just wanted to remind you guys that the global maintenance period is going to be dropping later on today, about half a day as of me posting this video. It is going to be dropping at 1600 PST, which is basically refresh time on the 26th of April. So whenever you would normally jump in and begin your routine, like your daily missions and all that stuff, or you would start, doing whatever you need to do for the new day, you can't do it because it's all going to be shut down. We're going to be in maintenance. So make sure you guys get your stamina fully burnt out before that point, because for about 6 hours, we are going to be in maintenance, meaning the start of the campaign and the start that you can actually jump in and do everything, it's actually going to be far later than you'd expect. It's going to be at 1 a.m. Pacific around that time, and whatever that means for you, that's when it's going to be. So 6 hours. So think of it like 6 hours after the time that you would typically jump in and play the game. And at that point, we will have about a 2 to 3 hour turnaround until the actual banner releases. So things are going to get a little hectic. And folks, some of you may not like this, but I need you guys to remember that if you want Global and JP to be on the same schedule, this is the new normal that you're going to have to get used to. I'm not saying that this is going to be a thing permanently across the board, but if this is going to be a more regular thing and they try to do more joint celebration between Global and JP, you are going to have to get used to the fact that you are going to be doing summons far later than normal, with maintenance periods that happen at the most inopportune times that ultimately end right when you're going to sleep, possibly. So you have to get ready to adjust, because Dokkan is a JP-centric game where other games or other audiences will have to adapt to their sort of setup, right? It's not going to be catered to the Western audience when it is primarily a JP franchise. So just keep that in mind. But that's not all. We got a whole bunch of other stuff that was announced in-game, so let's go over that real quick. Also, with this maintenance period, that does obviously mean that the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the Kid Buu banners are going to be going away. Don't feel bad, because as you saw in my last video, they have been confirmed for the JP banner, which means that is how soon they have been given those units. So use that as sort of a time frame as far as when you can expect to get these units, given that they received Goku and Kid Buu during the new year, and they are getting them to return for the first time in April. You could use that sort of as a benchmark, but probably extended by a little bit more. That will be roughly where the Goku and Kid Buu will return on the global side in terms of a Dokkan Festival. So if you didn't pull them, just hang tight. You've got bigger and better units to deal with until then. So now let's talk about the announcements that were made in-game. The first thing was Infinite Dragon Ball History. So we are getting Stage 20 that is being added to both versions of the game, and it is going to be called Cell Games Saga. So the cool thing about this is that this is actually coming back full circle, because the start of the Infinite Dragon Ball History series began in 2019, back when the LR AGL Gohan and LR Perfect Cell were first introduced as the Dual Dokkan Fest. And the first two stages were Android Cell Saga versus the good guys and Android Cell Saga versus the bad guys. Kind of funny, because this is basically what the collection of epic battles is. You fight the good guy versions of an arc, and then you fight the bad guy versions of an arc. That's kind of what they did for the start of the Infinite Dragon Ball History. So now Stage 20 is basically going to be this, but a little bit further on. So since it's going to be Cell Games instead of the Cell Saga, that would obviously mean no Yamcha, no Tien, no Krillin. Did I really just call Krillin Tien? Feel free to ignore that. There will be no 19, there will be no Gero, there will be no 18 or 17 or 16. It's all going to basically be probably Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Perfect Cell, Super Perfect Cell, maybe even Cell Power Weighted, the roided out beefy Cell. That's only 5 units, right? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, no, that's 6 units. Then if you want to add more to fill out the roster, you could say Super Saiyan Vegeta, that's 7. You could say even Exploding Cell, that's 8 if you really want to. If you don't want to, maybe Hercule could be 8. So there are a couple other candidates that they would use to fill out the roster. I don't think we do the 9 set anymore. It's only ever gone to 8. I think like since the beginning, I think ever since the first one, we only ever did, oh no. The last time we got 9 units was Stage 12. Okay. So I guess it's not outside of the normal possibility, but I feel like it's only going to be 7 or 8 stages for Cell Games. And for the missions regarding Cell Games, they haven't yet been released on the global side because we haven't had our data download. You are going to have to complete this with at least 3 characters from Mastered Evolution. And then you're also going to need at least 3 characters from Rapid Growth to complete this mission. And you also have to defeat it in under 15 turns. So for those of you who are wondering what possible teams you might want to run, use these 3 hints as possible options for putting together your team. As I always do when it comes to these Infinite Dragon Ball History stages, I will be doing a video where I clear all stages in the first try, no items. And hopefully I can do that this time around too. So let me know in the comments if you guys have any good ideas for that team. Now, moving on ahead, our next announcement was Super Battle Road. In-game, we were being told that Super Battle Road Stage 56 is coming up next for Global, which is Kamehameha. And looking back here, that is awfully close to the JP side. So Kamehameha is number 56. JP is getting number 58. So we are only 2 stages behind them in terms of Super Battle Road. Kamehameha is going to be a very free-to-play friendly category in terms of personnel, but also just in general, a very solid team. Can be run pretty much with any of these guys as your lead. Both of them are going to be good. Probably the Gohan's going to be better, and once he gets his EZA, oh, it's over. It's over. And then the other announcement was the Extreme Super Battle Road, which was also announced. We are getting reps of Universe 7. Excuse me. And for this one, obviously, we are getting a new batch, which means we are getting new medals for another LR EZA. So if you can tell from this image right here, it is the LR Goku and Gohan tripod unit. This is, or tripod, bipod, whatever you call this thing. This unit is the Super Battle Road LR that was given to us on the 4th collection of Super Battle Road stages. So we will be slowly putting together those medals to awaken that unit's EZA. And this one's going to be a pretty busted one. So if you can, get this Reps Universe 7 one done as soon as possible and just stay on top of them from here on out. This is my favorite category, so folks, you are not allowed to not like this. You must like it. You have to. Promise me. Please? Please like it. Lastly, we are also being told of the upcoming chain battle, which is a joint one for Global and JP, so there will be no cheating. And this is for the Android 16. I believe this is a new asset, because this is the Android 16 with the Capsule Corporation logo on his chest instead of the Red Ribbon Army. So this guy is going to be the boss. The categories needed are Goku's family, Kamehameha, and Power Absorption. And as you can see, basically the Super side is going to feature all Gohan, Super Saiyan 2. And then for the Extreme side, I would imagine it's probably just going to be any cells. But if I need to be more specific, it would probably end up being the imperfect cell, because the Dokkan Festival unit that we're getting from the banner starts off as an imperfect cell, and that will be the only one that you see in your list. So I'm assuming it'll probably be imperfect cell, but if it is a mixture of all cells, I don't think it really matters. But then again, I will be doing an actual video on Chain Battle when it drops on, what is it, Friday? Friday, yes. On Friday, I will be dropping a video right as it drops, along with JP, and let's see how well everybody can do. Obviously, we got to give it a couple more days for the Chain Battle gods to get their, research underway and all that stuff. You know who you are, Chain Battle gods. I know some of you guys watch this video. Shout out to you guys. I'm starting to really like Chain Battle, so really shout out to you guys. I mean it. And that is pretty much it. By the way, one last thing for those of you who don't know, JP is also receiving the same Super Battle Road, Infinite Dragon Ball History, all that stuff in terms of new levels. JP is getting the same Infinite Dragon Ball History for stage 58 on Super Battle Road. I believe it's Terrifying Conquerors, right? Let me see. Yeah, Terrifying Conquerors. Thank you, Proton. And then for the ESBR, they are getting Wicked Bloodlines. Ooh, that's going to be fun. 32 Wicked Bloodlines. Very nice. So there you have it, folks. That is all the information for the upcoming data download. Global players, be a little patient. It's going to be unfortunate that we have to have everything crammed all to the last minute, but that's just how it is. That's what it means to be a global player. We have to deal with things like this. So make sure you burn up all of your stamina before the start of the new day and let the game work for you while it is in maintenance. And if anything, folks, honestly, pro tip, get some rest. If you live in a certain time zone where the banner is going to be releasing so late that you just simply can't stay awake, maybe consider getting an early sleep if you are able to, so that you can get up early in the morning and summon with me on that banner, and then you can move on with your day. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments, what are you most excited for out of the 4 events that I mentioned? Infinite Dragon Ball History, Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, or Chain Battle. Which event are you most looking forward to? And if it is one of the events that requires a team, what team are you going to be running? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.